All right. I'm on, here I am. I'm on hole number 10 of the Asia Champions Tournament. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division. I shot just a nice, clean round. I was looking like this bracket's been opened for a while and this price hasn't filled up. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they do it. I do know that Denner has one point that they pre-fill these brackets and then somebody might not play or they might not log in. So then you didn't have 100 people in your bracket. And then if it's the 50% mark, you may have been in 50th place but not have made it. All right, there we go. I'm right there with a bunch of other people. I was just seeing if there was anybody right here. There is some people above me with 13s, and I'm gonna say in the weekend round that no matter what, you're gonna have to shoot a minus 30. It's gonna be minus 15 aside. I was talking to my buddy Kyle earlier today, and he shot a minus 17 with no practice. Just went out there and like bounced it out. Bastard. All right. All right, hole number 10. Here we go. Let me just look at it. Sakura Hills. No, that's not it. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for hole number 1. All right. All right. And I'm taking my big topper. What bag do I have that has a big topper in it? Big topper, that bag right there. That bag right there will hunt. And I think I'm taking a Quasar. I think that's the ball that I picked. Let's make sure. Let's not have to waste one freaking second out there on the course with this ball shit. Selected Quasar, yes. All right. I'm going to do. What am I doing? I'm doing plus 10 to the cup. And I'm doing plus 10 on the drive. All right, I'm ready. If I can get an opponent. If. All right, Boogeyman. It's the Boogeyman. 3.4, 1.8 rings. And I think I had positioned myself so that I was 3 rings off. 3 rings off the sand, 3 rings off the rough. And I was 1 less than max. Maybe max. All right, 1.8 rings. Hey, here's 1, 8. Oh, shit, that was 27,000 rings. Great on the inside. That was 2 every day and twice on Sundays. I got plenty of room. I left myself plenty of room there. It's on the, if I hit greats to the left, then you start getting in trouble because as it goes out there, it's hitting that area down there is bounced like this, and if you hit greats to the left, you start hitting up here, and it'll start pushing it, and it'll roll off the top. All right, 1.1 times whatever the wind is divided by wherever I'm at in my club. I'm going to be in my Kingfisher, and I have numbers for everything here. Everything. And that spot that I'm in, that distance. Okay, there's min. I'm in minimum Kingfisher, so minimum Kingfisher is 2.1. So 3.7 divided by 2.1. It's 1.93 rings. Put a couple backspin on it. .93 rings. 193. Exactly. Getting it perfect. I did not hit a single woo in the hole. I did not hit a single shot perfect. I do not think I hit a single shot into the cup perfect on the front. And every single shot I was in the perfect spot and missed, and had 3 shots with a kingfisher and like 2 shots with a rapier, and missed all 5 shots on not hitting perfects. I had a lot of fun on the front. I mean, it was a good round. It was super clean. Hole number 9 is the hole that can get you in trouble, because if you're really going for it, you can get in a spot of bother. And I actually didn't get the distance I was hoping for, and I brought the wrong bag. It's a draw. All right. Hole number 10 in the bag. And hole number 11. Hole number 11. Guardian Navigator. One of these bags must have a Guardian. I'm taking a Navigator. 1.5 per ring, plus 30. 1.3 times the wind divided by 1.5. Here we go. 1.5 plus 30 to the cup. This is my note. This is where I'm at right now. I'm not saying this is right. This is the whole deal of is you can have some numbers, and you have to work those numbers for your stuff, where you're at, the shot you're taking. I can't verify any of this shit at work. Now, I do have some teammates and people that listen to the channel that have the same kind of clubs as me, same clubs. And sometimes they'll go out there and figure it out, and then they'll send me, hey, dude, you need to be doing minus or plus 15 instead of plus 10. .7, 2.34 rings. .34 rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Still coming in there hot. You can see how I was moving it, and I was trying to catch and it kept moving, and every time I'd move it over, it'd move it over. I was trying it with one right side spin to see where that would put me. Way over there on the left hand side, one right hand side spin put you way over on the right hand side. I need that club to have 110% backspin. Well, I suppose you could get 110% backspin if you brought a backspin boost ball, right? Yeah, then you could really stop it. The hell am I thinking? I wasn't even thinking about those backspin boost balls, because they hardly ever come into play. Like there's not, like in rookie, there's not a lot of opportunities where we need more backspin. What was I thinking? All right, there we go. If I practice that hole again this week, I'll go out there and I'll just practice it and see what it looks like with the, because I do have some backspin boost balls, and I bought those backspin boost balls not for the backspin boost but for the side spin. At the time when I bought the backspin boost balls for the side spin, they hadn't come out with some of the precision or some of the other things that they came out with on 3 power balls. And there was times with a 3 power ball that you really needed like 4 or 5 side spin, and bought some of those. But backspin would definitely work. More. Like one more, just like one more bar. You could get almost down there on the flat. Hole number 12. All right, hole number 12, I'm bringing a Thor's hammer and a Titan. Thor's hammer and a Titan. The king of balls. Which way is the wind blowing? The wind's blowing good, favorably. Excellent. And I got stuff written down. I'm doing +0 to the cup. Wherever I'm at in my club, I'm either going to be in Grizzly or Kingfisher, one of the two. Play. And this is definitely a lot. There's a lot of these holes like this. And on the weekend round, bringing out a precision ball, helping out on that second shot just to make sure you can get the shot off perfect to it. If you've been dicking around on a hole and you haven't been close all week, it's probably not worth wasting a precision ball. But if there's a hole that you've been sinking and all you have to do is hit it perfect on the weekend round, why not help that out? Why not help a brother out? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I don't know how that rhyme goes, actually. Let's see what my opponent's going to do. Whatever I do, I'm going to try not to do any overpower if I can help it. I want to not have to do any overpower. I'd rather be a little shorter and not have to do any overpower than to do. If you do overpower and you hit perfect, it's perfect. It's perfect. Now the only thing you're worried about when you do that is distance. Making sure you're in the clear wherever you're going. Nice shot, my man. That shot will work. That dog, that little puppy will hunt times 3.5 divided by 1.7. Okay, 3.5. 2.26. I'm going to push the forward movement back on. And one ring grate to the right. As long as I don't go too far, I think I'm all right. Hitting it to the right, you're putting that sand trap and that rough right there into play. I wasn't trying to get, if I would have been trying to get all the way out to the end right here, I would have been in a little bit of trouble right there, but that's right where I was trying to get. 0. +0 to the cup, wherever I'm at in my club. Can't do any math until I can't do anything because I've got 2 different clubs and I'm going to be right on the cusp of either being at max Kingfisher or minimum Grizzly, one of the two. My opponent's in short iron, so I think they're a little ahead of me. Perfect. You've all had an opportunity this week to take some of these little side putts over here, and some of these putts aren't bad, and some of them they suck. Like, shit, you're only 5 squares away. How can it be that bad? 3.7 divided by, that's Grizzly, Here's min grizzly. Minimum grizzly is 1.3. Divided by 1.3 minus 1. 2.75 rings. Couple backspin. Alright. Now I remember. A little bit of top spin. 2.75 rings. There's 2, 5. There's 2, 7, 5. Isn't it perfect? Let's see if I can get even close. I needed to pull it like plus 0.1. That's like if it would have been more than the 0.1. Straight up plus 0.1. I'm going to put that on there. Let's put that on there. Let's change that around. Plus 0, plus 0, plus 0.1. Straight up. All right. In the hole. Dag nabbit. And I started off on the left-hand edge of that cup because it keeps missing to the right. Hole number 13. What do we have for hole number 13? My notes say Thor's Hammer, Berserker. I think I know which hole this is. I think I know. It is. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Which way that that wind works good for us. Now, I think with that wind, we can actually come out here with just a power 3 ball. And I'm not sure I have to do any overpower. I can just pop it up there. I think with the power 3 ball, let me think about this. Okay, with the power 3 ball, if I didn't want to do any overpower with the power 3 ball, I could rough bump it out and I could end up right there. But if I bring out a power 5 ball, I can try and clear it and try and run it up to get it up closer. So I'm going to bring out a Zerk. On the front, I brought out Titan and I just shot it and rough bumped it out. And I missed, and I once again didn't hit perfect. So nobody's fault but my own. Damn it. We have a fairly narrow little lane that we have to go through there, so I'm going to bring my Thor's Hammer just because it's got better ball guide. 1.15. I was doing like a 10%, but it seemed like it wasn't enough, like a 10% adjustment on the drive. I'm going to do a 15% adjustment. Times the wind divided by wherever I'm at. Thor's Hammer. 1.6 per ring. 1.6. 4.7. 3.37 rings. All right, and if I hit it straight from right there, 3.37 rings. Okay, so there's the 3.7. And there's 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck! And I hit it one ring great. It should make it all the way to the very end, and then it'll end up in the sand. Excellent. Didn't hit it that far. Excellent. I was thinking that it could make it up to like this area right here, and that if I hit anything great, it would just roll off at the very last gasp. Okay, we're on this hole right here. We're on that hole, plus 10. 1.1 times. This should be just like a half wedge, or even closer. It's going to be It's going to be a very makeable shot, but it's going to be one of those ones that you definitely have to hit it perfect. Nice. Very nice. That dog right there hunts. That's a very nice, very clean shot. That'll be like minimum short iron, maximum wedge. There's max. There's mid. If I run my top spin, I'm at mid club. Hey. It won't stop right there. I keep setting it. 4.5 divided by 1, or 2.4, 2.1 rings. There's 2-1. Let's see where that put me. All right. Oh, fuck. Fuck. And that's an anticipation. There we go again. I'm doing the same thing I did on the front. I was in the perfect spot in the front. Same shit. Didn't hit it perfect. All you gotta do is hit that perfect. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Fucking 2 rings great to the right is not perfect. And I even put my perfect glasses on. And I cleaned them. I was like, fuck, man, maybe I need to put my perfect glasses on. I haven't been wearing my perfect glasses. I've been hitting a lot of perfects. But not today. Today it's like no perfects today. I kind of like to get that shit out of my system in an opening round where I don't hit any perfects. It always kind of bums me out when I get the opening round done and it's like you shoot some monster score and everything went your way. Other than hole number 2, which still is makeable, these first 7 holes are awesome opportunities. I'm not hitting perfect. Like shit. All you gotta do is hit 7 perfect shots in a round. And you can turn your round around and around and around. Alright, what is our next hole? What is the next hole? What was that one? Next hole says Grizzly and a Marlin, so I know this hole. And I am having some kind of an issue on this hole. So I'm having an issue. So I'm just going to hit it with no adjustment, just at club. Wherever I'm at in my club, I'm just going to hit it at club. Because there's some shit's not working out right here. And this is a hole that, shit, this hole's been in the game since the game started. I played this hole a ton of times. And I'm going to just play it with a Marlin because I play this hole all the time. You can play it with a Marlin. You don't have to bring anything special. Wherever I'm at my club. Grizzly. I go first. 4.9 divided by, where am I? There's max. I'm at, there's min, there's mid. I'm at max. Max club, 0.9. 0.9. 5.44 rings. 2 rings off. Hey. 544. There's 544. Oh. That was just 0 to the cup. I have no idea. I have no idea what my deal is today. I just cannot hit perfect. It's a mental block. What is the next hole? The next hole is a par 5. My notes say extra mile, par 5, topspin boost ball. Okay. I did. So in the weekend round, if there's tailwind, I'm definitely driving. I'm going to go for the green. And I was talking to my buddy Kyle, and he's like, we were talking about that hole, and he drove the green. I was like, yeah, but you got a APOC 7. So with an APOC 7, he drove the green. Like, screw you, dude. I was right off with a 6, with a 4 topspin boost ball. I think that's only because I didn't have very many 5 topspin boosts. Winner. Look at that. Look at that. Whatever they did, that's what you should do. Go back and reverse engineer it. Hole number 15. All right, this is the giraffe. This is one of, I think there's 2 giraffe holes in this game. This is one of them. Was that in hole number 6? Hole number 6, yeah. The big. Now, if you get down into this zone right here, you're in long iron. So I'm just going to hit it down into that zone with a 3 power ball. I think I can get down there with a Titan. So the way this fairway is going, because it's rolling off this way, and so when you come out here, it doesn't want to. It wants to push you this way. I'm going to set my ball guide up so that it's going more towards this rough line. And then I'm going to put just a titch of curl, not a lot because I don't want it to roll down on that side, but try and ride that upper line so that as it's bouncing along and it gets to like its 3rd bounce, it's already going. Just the course itself is pulling it away from the rough. We'll see. I've actually been focused on trying to get down here, and I've only taken this shot once, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to bring an extra mile though, which I think I have an extra mile in bag number 1. I do, and I don't really want to take that with a Goliath though. Do I have any extra miles? Nope. I gotta go change the bag. Clubs. Yep. Grizzly. Here we go. This wind's, I think this wind's not really helping or hurting us. And I think I was doing like a 10% adjustment on the drive here, but I'm going to do like a 15% adjustment today because I'd rather over pull it to the right if I didn't need to do the extra than under pull it. Because I'm thinking about like my 2nd or 3rd bounces up there. And maybe I'm curling it that way, and I'm setting it up more like that, and I'm curling it around. That might be a good way to go as well. I don't know how I'm going to do it. How about that? I'm going to do whatever's the easiest. That dog right there will hunt. Nice shot. Nice shot, my man. Nice shot. Times the wind, 4.1 divided by 2.1. 2.24 rings. Yeah, I guess that's how I'm going as well. Yeah, what was I thinking? If I do 3 rings, if I point at that rough right there, puts me 2 rings off. Go just a little more. 4.1, 2.24. Puts me max curl, and just a little bit of overpower. One ring grate to the right. And I actually kind of like that one ring grate to the right because I'm afraid that I over curl it and like I get up here and it's a little short, so I'm probably either in like max long iron or minimum wood. Oh, and I fucking brought a Marlin. No wonder I was short. Hello. It's like, dude, you could have switched that up for a bigger ball. I'll definitely be in wood. So I'm definitely in sniper. Alright. Plus 10 to the cup. 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by wherever I'm at my club. Alright, and I'm going to be in wood. See if my opponent can get their ball guy. When it's appearing and disappearing like that, you need to find a different spot, because that shit's, it's inconsistent there. It might come in and it's really hot, and then it might come in and it's perfect, and it might come in and it's real, and then it dies like that. Those spots are not good. Your ball guy's trying to tell you something. It's being subliminal about it. There's max club, there's min, so I'm in mid club. So I was going to add on 10%, so I'm going to just do it at 1.1 mid club. So it would be 4.4 rings. 4.4 rings. Here's 4, 4. Isn't it perfect? Perfecto! Just a bit outside. From that distance, I needed to add on a little more. I added on, so at mid club it's 1.1 per ring, and so it would be 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.1, so the 1.1s balance each other out, so it's just whatever the wind is. But what I needed to do was 10% at max, even though I was in mid. I suppose you could go 20% at mid. And that was mid club with a freaking Marlin, so you definitely get up there. From where I was out right there with a bigger ball, I probably would have been a max grizzly. I think before I was in like minimum grizzly, mid grizzly. It's a draw. All right. No, not for me. Hole number 16. My notes say rock katana. Okay, this is the one. Okay, let me make sure I got a bag. I'm still working the drive on this. I still haven't figured out how I want to do. I still haven't figured out. Let me go practice it one time. Every time I shoot this, I'll practice it one time until I find a shot that I like getting around the hole. Because, I'm down in this area. Am I down in that area, or am I right here? I might be up. Maybe our red line's up in this area. No, I think it's down here. I'm trying to get around the corner with my rock. But, like, if I do a max curl shot, I've got plenty of room over here to do a max curl shot. The problem is that bounce number 1's here and bounce number 2 is in the rough and then comes out. So I'd have to set myself up way more this way so that when my curl came through, it came out, it hit up in here and came through. I'm thinking maybe a bigger side spin ball. The deal is if you put on 4 side spin, you can only get on so much top spin. And like if I could get myself up here and just kind of walk myself around, even if I don't really want to set myself up here, it screws the shot. Well, I suppose the shot's still just as good any place in this zone. Think about what balls I have here. Side spin. Let's do power. You can do this hole with a power 2 ball. My power 2 ball selection is pretty limited. I do have those, and they have 4 side spin, and that second shot having precision, that is the ball to bring out on the weekend round, is that 2-4-5-2. So I'm going to play it with this so that I can make sure I got the shot worked out with that, and then it's all about which club. It's hard to get in trouble with the rock because it only has a limited topspin. Like, you can get in big trouble if I try and do this with the Thor's hammer. Doesn't have enough curl, and the APOC, I think, might be too dangerous. Let's try the APOC. Which one has? I'm going to do that. I'm going to just stick with my rock and take the thorn. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So my notes say rock, katana. Pull back to the +9 mark. 5 topspin. 2 rings. So 2 rings out. Then I'm going to curl it to the pink line. Okay. Here we go. Times the wind divided by 1. One shot at a time. Let's just get this shot right here around the bend. See how my opponent does. We'll see how good they do. Oh, we are on that side. For some reason, I was thinking we were up. I suppose if we were further up, then that would be much better. Much mo. They got a plan. Everybody I see that hits down there, like I would say the mass majority of the people I see hit down here end up in the rough or the sand. So seeing an opponent that doesn't end up in either one of them is like that dog will hunt. Excellent. 4.5. 5 and 3. +9. I'm going to be 4 rings off. Where does that put me? I'm going to be 5 rings off at the +6 mark. 4.95. I'm 5 rings off at the +6 mark. What I'm trying to do is give myself enough room so that when I max curl it around that corner, I can max curl it. No overpower. And I hit it 1 ring great on the inside, so 1 ring great to the right. So right here, it's definitely going to clip. And so I've been clipping coming through that corner, and I was 2 rings off, so I moved it 3 rings out to open up the entire fairway to see where that'd come through. But I think if I hadn't hit there, I would have came through, and I had enough speed that it very easily could have ended up, you know, I'm opening this section up here. So on my notes, I'm going to put 5 rings off, 5 topspin, 5 rings, 5 rings out, max curl. And if max curl still ends up being too sharp, I can come off of it a little bit, but I want to try and get it set up for max curl because it's easier to remember that number. Like if you get out on there on that hole, you can go, oh, hey, I remember I got a shot out here. Okay, to the cup +0. Where am I at? There's min. There's max. So I'm in mid club. Mid club exactly. 2.4. 2.2 divided by 2.4, 0.9 rings. Here we go. Oh, fuck. I just cannot catch a break today as far as the perfects go, and that's the worst of both worlds. Whew. Man, I got so lucky right there because a lot of times it'll bounce off that flagpole on a downhill like that with all that backspin, and you'll just roll right off. And it takes what looked like such almost a spectacular moment, and it turns it into a moment of dread. If you've played this game for any length of time, you've had issues like that with flagpoles where you've had a shot. I can't remember what course it is, but there's a hole that, like, really, it's another super hard par 5, and probably with the original pin placement, literally the best way to go for the Albie is to dunk it. You can get an Albie without dunking it, but if you can get to the spot. I saw Tommy try that one time, and he hit the flagpole, and it bounced off and went up in the air and came down and went in the sand. Then he was in a sand in a spot where he couldn't get on the green from that spot. Like, it wouldn't let him hit it forward. Like, you'd have to hit it to the side. So there was no chance of, like, recovering. All right, this is another Guardian hole. Guardian and a Marlin. Marlin doing plus 15, 1.15 times the wind. I'm not exactly sure where I'm at in my club. We're going to check right now, though. I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm in mid. That's just a guess. I got a power 3 ball. You can hit. My buddy, I was talking earlier with my buddy Kyle about these holes, and he hit one from in between those two. There is a flat strip that runs through that. It's rounded, but there is like a little path through it that it's flat that you could hit off of and bounce it up there. I'm not messing around on this green. There's going to be a bunch of people that are going to screw up fatally on this green, and I don't want to be one of them. And I could still be one of them, but I don't want to be. Okay, there's max. There's min. So there's mid. So I'm at like quarter club. Quarter club is 1.4. 4.4 divided by 1.4 is 3.61 rings. .61. There's 1, 2, 3, 6, 1. Hitting it perfect. Wow. I can hit a shot into the cup perfect. It's not going to get me anywhere, but I can do it. I tried to get greedy there and put that third bounce in the cup, and what I should have did was just put the second bounce in the cup because it's coming up. I'm not exactly sure what's coming up, what's going on in that area down there, but if I put the second bounce in there, it comes in. If it was on track, it could actually get in the hole. The third bounce is the one that would actually go in the hole. I have no idea. I got a birdie. Hole number 2 and hole number 8. It wouldn't be bad to come out here and get a hole in one, but I'm gonna count getting a birdie as like, hey, yeah, as I barely make that putt. All right, are we on hole number 18? We are. And I've only picked up one shot all around. And how many opportunities have I had? I would bet that I've had 7 straight up minimum mid short iron or wedge shots and haven't hit perfect on them. So I'm actually pretty happy with the round. I mean, if you pick up all that stuff, like right here, you just need to get into the weekend round. If you pick up all that stuff in the opening round, I mean, where do you go from there? Where do you go? All right, first of all, let's see which way the wind's blowing. That's not perfect wind. I'm just gonna shoot it. Hey, I don't deserve to come out, and I need to go out there and just play the hole with a Titan. Big boy, big hitters. Gotta be the extra mile or the big topper. Might be the big topper. But I want to bring out my Cataclysm. Right. That is the bag that I'm going to take with that. And we're going to go out there and we're going to give ourselves. Now, I did see one of my opponents earlier. They got the ball down, like way down there, not too much farther, all the way to the shadow where the little sand kicks out. But they had Cataclysm, and they brought out a 4 side spin ball. Now, I don't necessarily want to bring out a 4 side spin ball right here, but just to see what my options would be. I do have that. That ball actually might not be too bad, and I got some of them. Let's try it out. Let's see what that ball can do, because I don't really want to have to do any overpower here. Big topper. Big topper. Big topper. Maybe. I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to go cook some stuff. I cooked jambalaya yesterday, and geez, by the time I got done, I will say I bought the meat that I bought some big packs of meat, and I had to break it down and butcher it and vacuum pack it and label it, and that took a little bit of time. Fucking took me like 2 hours to cook last night. 2.5 hours, something like that. Six. 2, 4, 6. Let's put the forward power back in it. Need about that much curl. And a 1 ring grate to the left. Shouldn't kill me if I got my curl right. And I did not get my curl right. I was trying to breeze in front of that. Arrgh. I should have, if I was gonna be that risky about it, I might as well just set that sucker up and just max overpowered it. That was a good ball to do it with. Dag nabbit. I think I can recover from there. I think if you're way up in there, there is the opportunity to get up there and recover. I'm not sure I can get on, but I'm pretty sure I can recover. Just a few feet difference would have made all the difference in the world. 5.3. divided by 2. 3 rings. Three rings. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of curl. Isn't it perfect? No, I think I put too much. It's going to go too far. Perfect. Actually, I needed just a little bit more, and then it would wash off of that backboard and then drift off towards the cup. I thought it was actually, I was questionable whether or not it was going to hit the sign. I could have recovered. I was talking shit about hole number 9 at the beginning of the week, and so now hole number 9's bitch slapping me all day, every time. It's like, nope, you ain't getting out there, boy. Better bring out that rough iron. Better bring out that sand wedge. Now they're going to make me take a long putt. Yeah, it does that right there, and then it drifts off the backboard and then washes back off down towards the cup. Nice. That shot works. It's not exactly where they wanted it, but that is nice. Isn't it perfect? End a hole. Jeez, man, I don't want to have to take that putt very often. Not often at all. All right, I recovered. Nice clean round, picked up 1. Other than that hole right there, I think I was in the right spot on every hole. Had a lot of opportunities out there, so lots of opportunities. I'm going to go back and make sure, see what slight little changes I did. I'm going to go back and watch those videos and make adjustments to my notes, but I am right there on a lot of these holes, and just the only deal between me and a really killer score is hitting perfect. I think in the weekend round there are definitely some of these holes that we are right there, that if you've got precision balls, this is definitely the time to bring them out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like the video if you liked the video. If you liked it, hit like. If you didn't like it, don't hit like. Leave a comment. I read them all. And I will see you on the next one. Stay safe.